Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Trainz Simulator, Trainz 2019. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Washoe Valley 282s from Trainz Forge. We will be taking a look at both the early and the late pack. They're both freeware, so I see zero reason whatsoever to do two separate videos. Especially considering the early variants, the only thing that changes is the name. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know that there's really any description for the supposed history, the supposed kind of background that these locomotives are supposed to have. I do not know what they are based on. They are fictional locomotives. I don't know if they're based on any particular model or if they are just an entire kit bash or something, but they are really neat. They are, again, freeware, and they add to your Washoe Valley collection if you've got most of the other stuff for that. It's a pretty neat one to have. There's a long list of locomotives and tenders. They are not dynamically numbered and or lettered. They are all individually numbered and lettered. They are all named something different as far as the early variants go. So there's that. Yeah. Let's take a peek at them. So starting off, we're gonna kind of run down the list as you find them in your editor. So you're gonna end up starting off with the 31. I don't know how you say that name, but like I said, each locomotive is individually lettered and numbered, and between the early and late variants, there's a good amount of change. But between all the different early numbers, nothing really changes besides the letter board here on the side for the name. Otherwise, they're all the same scheme, same sound, same details, all that fun stuff. So we won't spend too much time comparing the early variants to the early variants. It'll be more of a comparison between early to late. One of the things you'll notice right off the bat, it's a different headlight. But yeah, like I said, first, since there's no difference between any of the early variants, we're going to come up here and we'll just compare using up on the front. But as you can see, different headlight. I have an old headlight for the early versus an electric headlight for the lates. Of course, the generator is on the early. That's interesting. It's an old burning headlight, I think. Certainly looks like it. Well, maybe it's not. It's definitely a different headlight style. Kind of neat little bird emblems on the marker lights. But headlight changes. Of course, the color scheme changes. No bird here on the markers. Different, the little boiler lock here, something more akin to what you'd see in England versus the number board here that covers, see, it's still there, but these have a number board on the front that covers it up. Same whistle. Of course, your tender is going to be completely different. Almost all of the late variants, actually maybe all of them. Yeah, all the late variants are oil burners. All of the early variants are coal burners. So there will be some swaps there. We got twin air pumps versus a single. Of course, the associated piping that goes with those. we got a cab vent. And that looks about it. And then we got our late. So as far as the lates go, that's where the changes really start to happen. So, and it's more so the tenders than it is the locomotive. So like here we've got an oil burning all black tender, which looks more like a conversion. Not really both of these, but this has an outline. Locomotive's got a gray boiler jacket and outline versus all black over here. But these are more or less just converted original tenders. And we hop down here, we've got a new whaleback tender on 33. 34 gets a kind of a Vanderbilt, an oil burning Vanderbilt with what looks like it was a conversion. So it's got this little hump up here, kind of wonky look. And we go back to the original conversion. Hop back here, we have a more typical Vanderbilt oil burner and a lined version, kind of fancy. So all of these models use the exact same sounds, so I'm not going to go through each and every individual one. All of them have the same details. So we sit here on, say, the late, the 31 here. We've got our headlights, which are pretty typical for Trainz Forge. Not half bad looking. Nothing too wild. Hit our headlights, high beams, automatic firemen, class lights. The green could stand to be more green, I guess. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's really hard to see the difference in the green and the white. It just, there's white, there's green. Green almost looks like the headlight. It's just not very green. So, and then you got your extra flags, section flags, which are animated, which is kind of cool. I have no idea what the outside temperature thing does. So, yeah, those should be the same for, oh, not quite. So the early variants don't get the marker flags. You just get the marker lights. And of course, same headlight, same emitter. Auto fireman. Let's go here. Bell. Not a half bad sounding bell. I have no idea how it functions because I don't see any steam lines, but I don't see a steam pump either, so, but it is animated and it sounds pretty good. I don't like the whistle. I really don't. It just doesn't float my boat, I guess. The audio's not too bad. It's pretty clear. I don't... I don't know. It doesn't... Not my favorite. Of course, we hop over to early. Same whistle. Same bell. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the whistle. It's not my cup of tea. But it is Trainz. So I always say it's stupid easy to change your whistles up on Trainz. So, if you don't like it, you can change it, which I did for 31 over there. These do not have a custom cab. These have the standard placeholder. They do kind of have a little bit of a cab going on from the outside view. They just don't have one for actual operating. So, yeah. Let's hop over here to 31 because I don't like those whistles. I put this on here. Nice. I like it better. So that was all I changed though. So of course you change the whistle, it changes the bell to whatever is tied to that whistle. But let's listen to the chuff sounds. Almost reminds me of well, at least the late models. They kind of remind me of an oversized version of what you see at East Broad Top. That's what they're based on. I don't know. Chuff sounds aren't terrible. They're nothing really special. We've heard them before on some of the other stuff in Trainz Forge. The smoke effects are a little wonky though. So our smoke is, well, as you can see, kind of glitchy. It doesn't look bad either. That's what's sad. It actually looks pretty natural. It just, right here, it has trouble keeping up with the locomotive, I guess. The steam effects, I don't like these. I had clearly little cotton balls that just kind of stretch out over the cab. Not my favorite. The whistle does kind of the same thing that the smokestack's doing. The whistle has trouble keeping up with the whistle, which is weird. And I'm not a fan of the steam effects on the whistle either. It does the same thing that the dynamo here does, where you can see the clear cotton balls. It actually looks pretty good though. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't just take off. Now the smoke starts to really get weird. I don't know why. It doesn't look right. Well, I do know why. It just... Whoa! That was interesting. Well, that's some wonkiness. I don't know why it does that, I guess I should say. It doesn't... Looks like these locomotives will pick up and go pretty good. We got our max throttle here. We're doing 50 mile an hour. We'll sling ourselves off the track in a second, I'm sure. So let's take it to 0. See what happens. Got a nice gradual slowdown. No insta stop. So that's nice. It's not bad. It doesn't come to a dead halt. It takes it a minute to slow down. There's no real drifting noise though, not for slowing down. It doesn't. It's just a really faint chuffing, and that's it. There's no clickety clack really. There's no screech or scrunch. There's really nothing going on. There's no sound. It's dead silent. So, yeah. Take what you will, but take it as you will, I guess. But yeah, it's not a really long video today. Like I said, I don't know the actual history behind the prototype of this model. I don't know if it's even based on an actual prototype. I just know it's a pretty nice one. It's pretty decent quality, as you can see. We got our nice rivet detail. We got an actual builder's plate. Oh, game decided to not let me get that close. But we got a nice actual builder's plate. It's not a 2D texture. A lot of nice parts. It's just overall a good looking model. So thought I'd take a look at it. Like I said, it is freeware. It's available on their website. Do go check it out. As always, link in the description. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next time.